I finally found a job, but now I can't find my birth certificate or my social security card. And I either put them somewhere for safekeeping in case I had another job, because I haven't had a job since, I don't know, January. I feel like it was cold then. I don't know. I feel like it was forever ago. Last year. But, yeah. And I'm thinking, I don't even have the money to replace it right now. And I remember that I still owe money to the courts. That's due next week. I don't have that. I'm just kind of keep trying to hope for the best, keep trying to be positive, keep trying to... This morning I was listening to this message, and she's talking about how I'm possibly not doing things the right way, and one of the things that she mentioned was doing things expecting a return, and maybe you need to do them with the expectation of no return, right? And I feel like that's how I used to live my life, because so much of my life I didn't get the return. I never got the goodness back, or perhaps I just didn't appreciate the good stuff that I did get as much. I wasn't present, and honestly, I wasn't the best version of me. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this, and I was not on the tops, and so it is what it is. But I think that someone might have stole my paperwork, and it's, it would be my fault, obviously, because I'm the one who let people stay in my home, and regardless of their intention or my intention, I allowed it. And I got myself into this situation with my finances and with my mental and physical health and just everything, and I'm the one who chose to continue working on relationships and not letting people go and not letting things go, and I'm not sure where I'm going anymore or what I'm doing. And for a minute I realized I was just distracting myself again, and I didn't think about it in the moment, but later on in reflecting I was like, stop. So then I'm doing work, right? And I start putting in work for myself, and I'm putting in work. I literally, the only reason I got this job, they were like, hey, do you have any questions? And I'm like, nope. But I told them about my background check, and so they're like, okay. And they text me back later and said, you're hired. I'm like, sweet. Well, they called me and text me. But dude, you have to clock out anytime you leave the building. And I'm like, what? So I'm not gonna get paid. If I run out to my car, or if I have a break, I'm not allowed to just what? Or I think maybe they just want to be sure that you're leaving, that it's noted in the building. I don't know. It just seems weird. It just seems like a lot of extra rules, but perhaps it's not as wild as I'm feeling. I think it's just the idea of being restricted again, the idea of being stuck, the idea of time. I don't know. I was thinking yesterday, I think, and the day before, I'm I'm on my own time. Time is relative. Time is a construct. It's not even real, right? And if everything is happening now, the past, the present, the future, all timelines, parallel realities, squished and mushed on top of each other, but they're so... It's to me, when I think about it, it's so tiny that it would just kind of form together and look like one. I guess it's not. Every little choice, the words you choose, I'm thinking about it. I interviewed last week to a job. I thought I really wanted that job. It would be good for when my kids go back to school, and I would be good at it. I know a little little bit about stuff, and like I would be able to help out, you know, and I think that would be good. But I can help out here too. It's just different, you know. Like that one, I would have like an hour lunch, and it would be, you know, closer to home. A later wake up, but it's okay. Like I'm really grateful for the opportunity. It was really cool to like go in today and like they're just cleaning. The puppies are freaking out. It was at I don't want to say where I'm gonna work, but I get to work with puppies. Like it's cleaning pretty much, but I love dogs, yo. And going to jobs is hard, and being around people sometimes is hard and draining. And it would help me to be around puppies, you know, and like I can help love on them and they can love on me, and it would help me get through the days, and I can, you know, be busy and work and do all my work. And man, I feel like there's always so much. Like the reason I wanted to start multiple channels at once is because I literally have all these different ideas of all these different types of things, and they don't seem to flow together in a way that I can work it out. I'm not really sure yet, but I might just end up doing what I'm doing now, not worrying about it anymore, because I don't think it's important as I think it is. And then I wanted to talk about the signs that I saw yesterday. So right, I went on this interview and I was like, you know, if it's not for me, it's not for me, and that's fine. Like I think it's for me, but I don't know what's really for me, and I think I know what's best for me, right? And sometimes I will be doing things that I know damn well is not best for me, and other times I will be just distracting myself, or just lost, or just in my feels, and you know, like my hormones really fuck me up sometimes, and when I'm not taking care of myself, like I started taking care of myself better, but it wasn't to the level that I needed to, and I was getting signs about shit, but I'm like not following stuff, you know, like I was trying to jump, but I wasn't jumping in the right ways, I guess, and like I wasn't taking things really serious, because I'm like, none of this shit fucking matters, and everything I try to do, it just gets demolished anyways, and no matter how hard I'm working, I fuck it up, or someone else comes and fucks it up, or they gotta talk shit and fuck it up, and I'm just like, and then, oh, I'm alone too much, so now I'm fucking isolating too much, and now I gotta go to church and talk to people, and da-da-da, I'm like, I don't think I need to do any of that shit. I don't need to do any of that. You know what I mean? Like, sorry. But yeah, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I was on my way. Okay, I was on my way to this interview, right? And I was thinking, okay, like I wanted this other job, but I knew that a different job would come along because I had applied, right? So I decided I'm just gonna start applying for other jobs again. So when I did that, I got a message back from this annual place, which I was like, cool, kind of, but also, you know, and because of the puppy mills. But so excuse me, I'm out, but. Anyway, so I did what I needed to do to feel comfortable enough to leave, and I like left my house kind of trashed. I don't know why I'm telling you all this shit. Pretty much, like, I used to freak out on myself about the house, about, you know, getting these things done at certain times and da-da-da, and I realized the only time that I'm really on is mine and the kids, and they're out of school, so I just did my thing, and I smoked, and I didn't even put on a bra. Like, I was worrying, I'm like, should I put on a bra? I'm like, I should probably change, like, wear something kind of professional and, like, try that. And I was like, I can't keep putting all this fucking energy into these jobs, into these people, into this life, into this shit, and then they don't even call me back. They're not even respectful. Like, no one gives a fuck. They don't see my value, and I'm worth so much more than what these people and these places are giving me. Like, why would I keep settling, right? But, like, I wasn't ready to jump out and fully, like, embrace all the things that I was doing, and I was trying to, but everything was just feeling like too much. But I just wasn't caring for myself in the right ways. I wasn't able to knock certain things out, and I was feeling like I needed to stay there for people. Like, I need to help these people. I can't just leave them. If I leave, they're gonna, like, kill themselves, you know, or, like, they'll just be miserable. But I was drowning, and I just kept trying to get out. I would, like, get breaths of air, like, you know, here I'm coming out, right, saving myself, and then I would get pulled back down by these riptides. Like, I can't breathe, I can't move, and in reality, I was never, it was just how I was perceiving it, how I was seeing it, because are things really that different now? Yes they are, but also not. Oh, the cows are so cute. I love me some cows one day. Dang. Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't planning on talking about any of this stuff, and I was like, I'm not supposed to be posting, like, whatever, but I guess I am. So, I'm kind of trying to figure out, like, what to talk about as I'm spitting it out, and my mind's going all over, like, oh, talk about this and this, and I'm trying to stay on track, but it's kind of difficult. So I apologize. I'll be more focused now. Here we go. So I decided to go to this job because I was like, hey, they asked me if I wanted to interview and come in any time during this time, and so I got it late, so I messaged them. I said, hey, I got it late. Can I still come in sometime today? They said, yeah, just come in. They said, sure. So I was like, sweet. So then I was like, I'm not gonna give a fuck about this shit. Like, this doesn't matter. And I was thinking about how many times, like, people would treat me shitty for anything, just anything, you know, and it would be the craziest stuff. Sometimes there's more cows than horses, but oh, they're little horses. I just didn't. I needed to let that go. I needed to let go of the opinion of other people. I needed to let go of the fear of judgment, of the fear of me being myself and it being attacked. And to be honest, it still might happen, but I need to be the most free as possible. And so I was trying to do that, but feeling incapable, but not recognizing. And over this time of me trying to get out of this shit, out of these cycles and away from these people, realizing that I only have to take care of me. I don't really have that much to fucking do. My kids are awesome, and they love the shit out of me, and I am so much more capable and strong and brave, and I put up with so much shit, and no wonder. Like, my therapist used to tell me anyone would be stressed out in your situation. Majority of people would have reacted and behaved the way that you did and have, because it's a natural human response. Like, it takes practice, it takes time to really integrate all of the things that you're learning. And so when you're learning and you logically know, like, I shouldn't be doing these things, or you're starting to see these jumps in your progression, but then you fall back, and a lot of times we take that to mean that we weren't meant to do that, and that we are shitty, or we are worthless, or, you know, everyone's right. Because for me, so much of my life has been very negative, and it's like reprogramming that negative. So I was never on the positive side enough. As much as I tried to be, I still had that negative skew. And so no matter how hard I tried, I would fuck it up. Am I fucking it up now? I don't really know. Right now I'm home. But so I left the house, I went to this interview, and I'm wondering if it's the right thing to do. Realizing that I'm not going to have time to do my own stuff and I'm going to probably be exhausted. And yet I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, I should get gas, so I do. And I look over and I see this giant hawk, like, just, he's circling over there, but I just saw him, like, perfect view, his head, wings, beautiful. And I said, okay, that's a sign. What is that a sign of? Maybe that's a sign that I'm on the right path, that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And then I kind of was thinking, and I lost track, and I look up, I stopped the tank real quick, it stopped at 1040, and I was like, 1040, I was like, that's more than I wanted to spend, that's a good even number, like, 1040, maybe I'll see that again, and then I said 10-4, like cops say, like, 10-4, over, okay, correct, that means I'm on the right path, right? I'm doing what I need to do. So as I'm driving to this place, I'm thinking more, and I'm thinking about my tarot channel, and I'm thinking about how I think I was called to ministry. Those birds, those yellow and black birds, I didn't see them till this one person was here. And I feel like that's a synchronicity too. But, anyways, I feel like I was called to ministry, but then I'm getting pulled away, and recently this video was talking about someone backsliding, and I was like, not me. Like, I'm still talking to God. But I went from wanting to pray in a closet for 2.5 hours to I don't know, working and living and wanting to do shrooms again and smoking weed again. And am I backsliding? And am I not supposed to be doing tarot? And I look up, and the back of the semi truck says, eternity is a long time to be wrong. Or it's like eternity is forever, or something like that. And I think about these near-death experiences, and this one, how it says, oh, those people are, as tarot readers are down there, and there's more every day, and what do I really know? How tapped in am I for real? How many times have I thought I was schizophrenic? And I wasn't. I was just moments of psychosis, and I remember these people's stories of thinking that they have angels with them, and they are helping them grow and heal and get to better places. And all these people that, think they're doing good for the world, and they find out that after they got their money and all this stuff, that they're not on the right path, and that God will not be mocked. Jesus kept saying that. And I thought, am I mocking God? Am I doing that by not, am I not supposed to be doing the things I'm doing? I felt better, I feel like possibly I'm not supposed to be smoking, but I feel okay right now. I've been meditating more, I've been eating better, I'm there with my kids, I'm here again, it's me, and I don't feel like I'm ever gonna lose myself again. And I say that knowing full well I don't have full control. Like, there is a divine plan, and the reality is, like, I could have a psychotic break. Anyone could at any minute. we don't have control. That's the Most High, right? And that's Source. Like, I don't know. I keep thinking like it's the vibration, it's the energy, it's the frequency, it's the mindset, it's the beliefs, it's the paradigms, it's the portals, it's the timelines, it's your choices, it's how you view things, how you perceive them. And I wonder, like, that's not, I don't know, like, I'm just still figuring it out, I guess. But I feel like I know, that I do know. And then the thought came, am I scared of what the world would say if I fully follow Jesus and say that I'm a Christian? What does it mean to even be a Christian? And I try not to put these labels on myself because, one, I'm just working toward letting those go, because I'm just a being in this suit and it's not really who I am. But it is who I am for this life. As much as I've tried to transcend everything and be above it and observe from the zoomed out third party perspective, it's my life. It's me, Like, these children, this life does matter. My energy that I put out does matter, and it's been proven to me. It's been proven to me because when things were really, really rough for me and I was unable to cope in any healthy ways, I wasn't able to be there for my kids. I wasn't able to be there for my animals. I wasn't able to be there for myself. I was allowing other people's attacks and hate of me and opinions of me to ruin my life and my energy and to take all of my resources and allowing my validation to come from everything but the truth, you know? Like, you're so powerful and you're so strong and you're so capable. And I know what it feels like to be in oppression, to be I don't think that I've ever been possessed. I don't think so, but you never know. And I wondered, like, if I'm still smoking, does that mean I have, like, entities? I hear yes, but I want to say no. And that's like addiction, right? And is that an addiction spirit? Is, like, I'm trying to discern, like, yeah, the spirit realm's real, and yeah, this and that, but, like, is every single thing a spirit? Yes. Yeah, I suppose so. So why wouldn't I choose the highest of highs, which is to stay sober? But I don't think quitting shrooms is that. I don't think that I need to fully quit weed either. I think that I need to do it more healthily. And I am doing that, I'm staying sober for longer periods. I'm not craving it in the same ways. But I was dealing with some stuff recently, and I recognize I still need to, as a human self who is clearing out blockages from ancestors and showing up as my fullest version so that I can assist those around me. Really, that's what it's about being able to take care of yourself and loving yourself and loving source and knowing that that is you, and in assisting other people, you are assisting yourself. You know, that's how you get to your highest self. And I think I quit helping people because I was getting used and I was getting taken advantage of and I was getting drained and I didn't have it to give. And I felt like I needed to help myself so that I could be okay. But then there's something missing. Like when I'm not able to be there for people, when I'm not able to spread my joy and love and conversate and give freely, like, when did I become, feeling like I didn't have enough, that I couldn't go without, that, you know, who am I to say that they don't need these things more than I do? And God would know more than me, like Spirit knows. I don't know. I don't know what people are dealing with. I don't know every single, Spirit knows all because it is all. And that's why you have to lean on Spirit. You have to lean on God. And I felt like I was still doing that. I feel like I still am. And I don't think that ever changes. But when I try to go back into the church and I try to follow in those footsteps, there's so much that comes with it. And I'm just not sure. I want to say I'm not sure, but I know man. I was gonna do Testimony Tuesdays where I did people's testimonies, but I also want to do out of body experiences and near death experiences and just everything that I learn about and talk about. Like, why would I not want to put it all here? Why would I not want to just fucking let it go? I found all these old videos and I'm not sure if that's what I'm supposed to be doing, but it's like, it's like coaching stuff and just talking about a lot of spirituality things, and I recognize there's a lot of info that I don't know if it's meant to be shared. And I don't know. I was worrying a little bit about a lot of it and recognizing that there's no need to worry. The thing that really stuck with me the past few little bits of minutes, like a day and a half, whatever, is that no matter how I'm acting, whatever, like, things happen in their own timing. And I want to say you choose. Like, but I was trying to get a job for so long before I even got one. And here I am. Like, she said I could come back today, or I can come back tomorrow, or I can come back later today, or I can just work till 10. And I'm just like, what if I don't find this paperwork? If I don't find this paperwork and I can't afford new ones, then I can't really work in that way, And what if the plan really is? What if my karma really is to be homeless for 12 years? and to be so isolated from my family, from anyone I used to know, and that's okay. Like, so many of the people that I've met throughout my life didn't have their people, and I didn't really understand. I suppose I still don't, but I gotta get out of here and go look for this stuff and get some water and, not think about anything because I fucking think about enough. Later.